Bunaziwa. To be very clear, this is not a proof of life or ransom video. Now that we have that out of the way, I'd like to share a warm welcome and congratulations to John and Nikki on their big day. It is with a heavy heart that I'm not able to be there, but I just want to extend a very big thank you to everybody that was able to come to the wedding and share this special day with John and Nikki. Well, as many of you know, I am currently serving in the Peace Corps in Moldova, which is 7 hours ahead of the East Coast. So technically, I am in the future right now. And I want to let you, John and Nikki, know that the future for you both is very bright, except for it's 4 a.m. in the morning or so here. It's bright, but not sunny yet. John and I have always been close. Even as children, he was always my confidant. Whenever I was going to get in trouble, I would always converse with John first to figure out the best way to mitigate damage. He was always a good kid. I can only really remember one time him and I kind of banded together to misbehave as young children. We were remulching the yard, and John and I, quote-unquote, ran away for the day and to avoid the chores. And I remember we got pretty hungry around noon, and we snuck back into the house thinking our parents didn't see us. Well, looking back on it now, they definitely knew. But I remember John taking care of me by providing me a lunch of Twizzlers and pretzel sticks. So John, thank you for that, providing nourishment. I also want to extend a big thank you to Daniel for taking my place as best man in my absence. It's really nice of you to fill my shoes. They'll maybe a little bit hard for you to fit in a pair of size 7s. But in all honesty, thank you so much for all the help that you've provided to John and Nikki and the rest of the team there in North Carolina. Today is a day of celebration and joy, and I really want to extend my just utmost respect for both of you. You guys are an amazing team. You guys banded together over some hard times and some difficult times over the past few years, whether it was moves, down the block from 28 Prince Street to 17 Cooper. I know that was a vicious one, a block and a half. Job changes, buying a new car, things of that nature. All these things take a partner in life, and you guys have really been able to find a great partner in each other. I knew that you guys would be a great match the day that I met you, Nikki, and you always a great addition to the family, whether it was at 28 Prince, in that luxurious apartment that John and I shared on the days that the water wasn't coming through our ceiling. You were always there with a big smile on your face, and sometimes Regina's leftovers, which I greatly appreciated. John, I knew that you had fallen for Nikki when you guys started going to Vermont together. It definitely seemed like that was going to be the person you were going to spend the rest of your life with, when somebody would brave a 2.5-hour ride each way there and back in the same day just to maybe get a couple runs in. I know that Hetty was upset that he was replaced, but let's be honest, Nikki's a little bit cuter and probably a lot smarter. Hetty, I think you're in the audience, and if you are, you'll probably agree with what I'm saying. Like I said, it is with a heavy heart that I was unable to attend today, and I do want to let you know that I went to a Moldovan wedding about a week ago, and it was difficult for me to attend because I knew I wasn't going to be able to attend John and Nikki's wedding, and seeing another celebration, I kind of felt a little guilty. But I do have to say, even though it was a different tradition, different culture, it really rang home of what marriage means, and it really transcends different lands. And seeing the two people that got married in front of me and how much they loved each other, I really saw the same emotion and love in John and Nikki's faces over the past several years. They've been a great team, and they will continue to be a great team. Love is all about sharing, sharing emotions, sharing fears, sharing compassions. Sometimes they're remote, but normally John is going to have that locked down pretty well. But that's okay, because Nikki can just take the car keys and she can say, I'm going to drive. Well, I want to raise my glass to both of you. It's more of a Nalgene bottle. The water here currently is not able to be consumed, so I will raise my Nalgene bottle to you. And please raise your glasses and let's toast to John and Nikki's success for the many decades to come. I love you both, and I look forward to seeing you soon. L'arrivedere.